I have been excited about this aircraft for quite some time. Ever since I began following the Sling TSI build that I was watching, I really started to think more and more about building my own airplane one day, and then became the question of which one do I want to build? And then this airplane came out as a concept, and my attention was really caught. Let's check it out.
The Sling High Wing is one of the latest innovations to enter the kit builder experimental market. This aircraft, I believe, is meant to win over all of the high wing holdouts that would have been interested in the qualities of the Sling TSI. With its spacious 4-seat cabin, easy access doors, and no wing struts, this high wing airplane is a delight to get in and out of. It boasts the same fuel economy as the TSI, as it uses the Rotax 915 IS turbocharged motor with the constant speed propeller. Using a FADEX system means that you set your best propeller pitch with just the turn of a knob, based on takeoff, climb, cruise, or landing. This ensures that you get that amazing 7 gallons per hour of fuel burn while taking all the guesswork off of the pilot. With the Rotax 915 IS turbocharged motor, this aircraft produces 141 horsepower, taking you up to a cruise speed of 142 knots in style. The Sling High Wing has a low stall speed of only 51 knots and a max altitude of 18,000 feet. This aircraft will endure for 7.5 hours or roughly 830 nautical miles. With a max useful load of 1,000 pounds, it leaves plenty of room for passengers and luggage. Utilizing a Build Assist program, this kit can be completed in less than 1 year.
The Sling High Wing is now available in kit form, and I watched the first few kits being built at their factory in Johannesburg, South Africa. It was pretty interesting to see the similarities between the High Wing and the TSI and the differences. The one major difference that I can think of is that a major portion of the body of the High Wing is actually composite fiber, whereas the Sling TSI is all aluminum and it's all riveted. The wings and the tail section and things like that on the High Wing are still just riveted aluminum, just like the TSI. But that composite fiber is really interesting because I think it may cut down on the build time a little bit, and it leads towards a lot smoother lines with the body of the aircraft, and it just looks really good. I do prefer flying our school's Cherokee 180, which is a low wing, even though it's ancient. I do enjoy it, although I'm not convinced that I enjoy it because it's a low wing. I don't know. I think the only way that I can answer the question for myself, high wing versus low wing, is I just have to go fly the TSI and the High Wing. I don't know when that'll be, but it needs to be done at some point. There are things about the TSI that I like, and there are things about the High Wing that I like. There's pros and cons to each one. Let me tell you some of my favorite things about the High Wing so far. The look is absolutely phenomenal. I love the smooth, sleek appearance inside and out. I was following one of the builds in Johannesburg, South Africa, one of the airplanes that came back to Oshkosh, and it was just inside and out absolutely beautiful. The doors to get in and out of are just very large, and it just feels like a car. You step in, you step out. There's no climbing up on the wings. There's no stepping down through it's just a regular car door that just feels and looks, well, I'm assuming it feels because I haven't felt it yet, but it looks really good. I'm really excited about this plane. I can't wait to get my hands on one eventually one day in person. I'm also really interested to see what the next generations of Sling High Wings are going to produce as far as correcting any of the bugs or introducing new features, just like the TSI did. The early builds were a little different than today's builds. They've changed things. They've made it better. So by the time I get to build one, if I indeed end up building a Sling High Wing, I think they're going to be even better than they are